That didn't give me much nourishment, neither did it give my baby much nourishment, did it? So when our babies were born those days, they were poor little babies. And it was as common could be to see the funerals of little white coffins. And they used to bury on a Sunday, and it wouldn't be one baby buried on that Sunday. It may be 2 and 3. Compare those babies, how they died, and today, when you look round, there's some of the beautifulest babies you could slap eyes on.
I came here when I was married, and I've been here 25 years. The biggest change I've seen in my particular area is the little park opposite. Used to be all houses there, but now they've put a park there. And the amount of cars I have down the street, it's just like a parking space. Years ago, we never used to see all those cars. We were lucky if we'd see one. I find there's another change is that young people who are married, they just won't stand for any nonsense from one another, whatever. All they want to do, if anything goes wrong, is to have a divorce, instead of trying to stick and get over their difficulties. On the other hand, I don't blame them, because I think everywhere they look or turn, there's this sex business. I'm not a prude. I might sound as though I am, but I'm not really. I'm very broad-minded. But sometimes it makes me feel sick. You get it on the television, posters, everywhere you look, so this thing creeps in, sex. I don't think it's necessary, because everybody knows when they get older, whether they're a boy or a girl. Why should the television have to keep telling us? I suppose if I'd been born with this generation, I should have the same feelings as they have. Because every generation has its own particular feelings.
I also think teenagers are run down a lot myself. Well, we all think that, I reckon. And because we wear a leather jacket, jeans and that, we're described as bad. Everybody runs us down. They want to control our lives. The police want to run our lives. They're always onto us, just because we walk along the streets. I mean, so I think teenagers come into 3 categories. There's mods, there's rockers, and there's in-betweens. I reckon a rocker, fella runs around in a leather jacket, boots, and a pair of jeans. He does what he likes, when he likes, and how he likes. A mod, well, comes up, wears a suit, wears a tie, wears a collar, latest hairstyle, latest fashions, goes to latest dancing, learns the latest dancing. All the rest, it just likes to be modern, a mod. It's the same like going inside, in prison that is. Mods, rockers, and in between, all different reasons. Some, they get mixed up with the wrong crowd. They can come out reformed, just say they're not going to do it anymore. And on the other hand, they could come out an hardened criminal. I think a lot of it myself is to do with their family background. If you've got a good family upkeeping, I myself, I've got terrific parents, and I just reckon them, and they're great. But on the other hand, I know people, their fathers, their mothers, they come home at night, they're both drunk, they both fighting each other. Naturally enough, the kid don't like it. I'm asked if I believe in God, but I suppose that stands to question, really. I mean, so I've never seen God, so why should I believe him? Although there's no reason why I shouldn't. I mean, so everybody else does, it's our religion.
I don't think we are average young people, because we bear our futures very much in mind. We depend very much on the West End for our entertainment, and as often as we can afford it, we go there to the theatre, to the cinema, or to eat in restaurants. I think it is fair to say that we are ambitious, and although we do hope to settle finally in England, we'd like to go abroad to work for a couple of years to gain some experience. I'm nearly 20, and I'm in my 2nd year at Teachers Training College. I stayed at school until I was 18 because I wanted to become a teacher. My fiancé, Alan, is also 20, and he's studying applied chemistry. I think the difference between my father and mother and Alan and I is that we've taken full advantage of all the opportunities offered to us, and we are ambitious.
We love teenagers. I have 4 children of my own, Anne, who's 20, and Peter, who is my brother. I brought him up since he was 9, he's 20, and also a boy of 17 and Valerie, 15. And 2 or 3 years ago, when the others were younger, we used to have quite a lot of teenagers in the house, so that's why we like them. We've got to know them very well. Underneath, fundamentally, deep down, but they're lovely.
I'm the owner of this house, and will give you some idea of the change in times. Now, when I first started work at the age of 14, I was unloading barges of timber, and I was getting 11 to 9 a week for 47-hour week. And in those days, you were lucky to have a job. There was at least 6 or 7 persons for one job, and you had to study it. The young ones, of course, they've got it a lot easier. Very much easier today. I think they deserve it. Well, my daughter, she's earning more than I am today, so that just gives you some idea.
Yes, I do earn more, but to earn more, you must accept a lot more responsibilities, which makes life very complicated. Such as, if we get a new job in our work, which is that I am a punch card operator for building contractors, you can worry over this and bring your worries home with you, which sometimes can complicate your love life, I suppose, or your family. You can be irritable, low, or you can just get really fed up, depressed about these things. That's why I think life is complicated. Myself, I think the bomb, it hangs over you all your life, and you think about it now and again, but you've got this feeling of insecurity, and but you can't help that. You've just got to take it in your stride.
Les works in the jeweller shop, and as you know, shop assistants are not particularly well paid. And people often ask me if money is important, and well, it is. I mean, it is to everybody, but it's not all that important. It's a struggle, but it's really, when you come to think of it, it's well worth it.
The things have changed for the better now, quite a lot. As my father, he would have never dreamed of owning a house, or he couldn't have owned a house such as this. Of course, the older people, it's nice to know there's a few homes going here and there for them. In the old days, I mean, there was no hope. I mean, you were just bunged up in the back room and forgot almost. But that sort of thing has certainly improved.
We don't have very many teenagers here, but in a way, I'm glad because they would be very noisy. I start work at 7:30 in the morning. I come out of doors at 7:15, and I'm in here by about 20 past. It don't take me long because I don't live far from the factory. I live on my own, and I'm very happy now to what I used to be. And I go to my bingo once a week, which I enjoy very much. I like bingo. It's very important to me because it gives me life. I go once a week, Thursdays, but if I had more money, I'd go more. But owing to circumstances, I cannot afford it.
Right,